Grrr. It's Proffitt. And you tuned in, bro. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you drop a comment down below. This is my XXL top 10 worst, most disappointing people that came out the XXL list from the beginning of time until now. Now, this is not the only people I find disappointing, but to me, these are the people that I feel like they had a lot of momentum going into the XXL freshman, and then when it dropped, you just kind of, I don't know. So, first on my list, without any further ado, is Dej Loaf. Now, these are not in any particular chronological order. I don't think that one is worse than the other to me. They're all just like people that just don't really know what happened, bro. First person I have on my list is Dej Loaf. The reason why I put Dej Loaf on my list is because when Try Me came out, Try Me was a hit. Try Me was huge. It was around maybe a little after 2014-ish, but to me personally, even a huge disappointment because Try Me was such a big hit. It was in every club, yo. I stay on the East Coast. Like, when I tell you they was playing that song 3, 4, 5, 6 times an hour, they was legitimately running that back and playing that song 3, 4, 5, 6 times an hour, right? She did drop something after that I don't know if it was after the XXL the cover, but she did drop something after Try Me. I know there was people that did like her project. They do like a couple of songs from Dej Loaf and stuff like that. I even do personally, but it's just, as far as being on the XXL freshman, it would be somebody that you would think would be a whole lot bigger that just never delivered, man. Next person I have on the list is Ace Hood. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Ace Hood, bro. What are you doing, son? Like, I don't, if anybody knows what Ace Hood is doing, like, what, like, did this nigga get, like, a new investment deal where he said he don't have to be a rapper or what? But Ace Hood was one of the, yo, even think about it, when, it's funny because Ace Hood came up around the same time Dej Loaf did, but yo, if you think about when Ace Hood first came out, everybody was saying, oh, him and Meek Mill sound a lot alike. Like, he was from the same era as that, bro. And it's just like, yo, like, what, like, he got his song. Yo, I'm going to keep it a band. I'm going to tell you what I think happened.
Now, speaking of feeling good, man, I know that was crazy right there. It's the first time we let people perform. You lost something, bro? Right there. Oh, is that?
Oh, shit.
Yo,
oh, zoom in on the watch.
She almost lost the bezel.
Oh, we'll screw back on. Oh,
bro, I don't know, man, but it's a person that came out, had huge hits, woke up in a new Bugatti. You know, it's just crazy to see a person like that just go to just being somebody that people don't even remember no more. Drop something, you know what I mean? Next person that I got on my list. The next person that I got on my list is Lil Dicky.
Pause.
Lil Dicky, the reason why he made the list to me is because Lil Dicky is another one of them. Yo, it's kind of like XXL. I'm going to get to that conspiracy later, but yo, the thing about Lil Dicky is that Lil Dicky came out, what made Lil Dicky pop was him coming out and trying to make the most expensive music video ever without spending the most amount of money, with spending the least amount of money. Whatever he could do to get it for free or for as cheap as possible, he did. Like, he test drove a Lamborghini. He borrowed somebody's house for the dope idea. Crazy idea. Made Lil Dicky blow up. A lot of people loved him because he was so relatable in that aspect. But Lil Dicky's most popping thing that's happened after that is the whole Freaky Friday with Chris Brown. And let's keep it a stack. If it wasn't for Mr. Brown, my boy Lil Dicky would not be getting talked about. Simple as that. He can rap, bro. He can rap. I'm not going to sit up here and say that Lil Dicky can't rap. He can spit. You know what I mean? He do his thing. It's just, they just not feeling it. Yo. The next person, I'm going to keep it a band. The next two people, I'm going to put them together so I can just explain both of these people together. To me personally, with one other person that I have on my list, these two people are single-handedly the biggest disappointments to me from XXL Freshman.
Don't believe me, just watch, nigga, get through.
Number one is Designer, and number two is Trinidad James. Designer. I'm going to keep it a band with you, bro. I had wild hope for Designer. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Designer. I know a lot of people hate Designer. I know a lot of people call Designer a knockoff Future. That's fine. But he can rap. So, I'm not about to argue with that. If you're going to tell me right now that Designer can't rap, I want you to go actually read the lyrics to Panda. Read the lyrics to Panda and you tell me. You tell me. If that's not rapping, I don't know what is, bro. I don't. Just listen to what he's saying. But I'm going to tell you why, to me, Designer is, and like I said, this isn't in particular order. This is just my personal. Designer is the biggest, one of the biggest disappointments in XXL history. Debut was with Kanye West. Kanye West, Mr. West himself. And my son just couldn't do it. He dropped Panda. His follow-up single was the Timmy Turner, which was his whole XXL Freshman freestyle jump, right? Put into a song form. I can't blame Designer. I'm going to keep it a buck. I think Designer got blackballed out the industry because of what he said about the whole, the New York radio station stuff, and then they stopped spinning his records. I think that's a huge culprit on, obviously, why Designer is not as successful as he should. There's a couple of bangers that I really like, bro. But, like, as far as delivering, it's just he's not getting the same type of traction. And it's just no matter what he does, now Designer is just kind of looked at like a joke, bro. And James made the list for the obvious. Obviously, Trinidad James came out with All Gold Everything. It was one of the biggest hits of the summertime when it came out. Another person that definitely kind of got blocked out of the, blocked out the industry, to be honest. Another New York comment, and it just did not go well with him. It was all stemming from around that Kendrick Control verse and stuff like that, and people were not feeling that. They got you up out of there, my nigga. Yo, next person on my list, I'm going to keep it a band with you. I ain't never listened to her music, but she was another person that was popping hard body, and people wanted her to succeed when the freshman list came out. And then when it dropped, she just went, I don't know.
Remember when I didn't have shoestrings? Now I pulled up, I watched that coupe swing. Big money.
Bro, like, I don't know. Like, bro, Kamaya, listen, YG, dog. What we doing, my nigga? What we doing, my nigga? You from the West? West. The Bay. What we doing? What we doing, bro? Why did Kamaya never pop? She came out, people was like, yo, she's gonna be one of the hottest female MCs out of the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot to talk about. This is another person that's really disappointing. Like, Rich Homie Quan, what we doing? A person who created a lot of the new sound. Like, he's a person, I'm not going to say that he's the reason why everybody sounds the way that they do, et cetera, but, yo, Rich Homie Quan was a person that, yo, he was that nigga. He was that nigga. 2012, 13, 14, Rich Homie Quan, I think is what really hurt his career, was him telling everybody that he was an independent artist, and he wasn't. So, yeah, that's a huge problem, bro, because I don't know, man. He was in a label this whole time, and everybody thought that he wasn't, and then he was just getting screwed. Just last album was actually really good. Like, I really liked it personally, but, dog, it was just like, I don't know. Like, it just, anybody who's associated with Birdman just clearly is getting screwed. That's a fact, but yo, I'm not gonna waste no more time, bro. Next person on the list is one of these people that I was a huge fan of coming up. To this day, one of to me, the best freestylers of all time. If you're here in front, if you don't believe me, just go and look this man freestyling up, and he's a psychopath. But Charles Hamilton, bro, like, he was supposed to be that guy. He was just smoking rock and battling Sirius Jones at a fucking barbershop in Jersey. I don't know, son. What happened to that boy is Mickey Facts. Mickey, I'm gonna keep it a rat. It's very likely that you could see this video because you be a nigga that be around the same things that I be around. And that's a problem. How you go from being Lupe Fiasco's Lil Mans to the worst battle rap platforms Lil Mans, dog. Like, Mickey Facts you. Like, he's literally arguing with people in Facebook groups. And the whole time, I don't even know. I'm like, dog, what are you doing? Last but not least, is Tink. Tink, very, very, very weird XXL freshman to me. And Tink was on there. She had one song that was popping. Like, it was popping. It was pretty much, everybody was making remixes and all that kind of stuff. It was hot, right? Singing song. But then all of a sudden, she was on the Breakfast Club, and she was a rapper. And she was like under Jay-Z, like Rock Nation, supposed to be pushing her. She's supposed to be the best female rapper of all time. And radio silence. Yeah. Times the XXL freshman might be a little cursed. Maybe they just got a certain stigma that they just can't get out of. Maybe. I don't know. But yo, drop a like, drop a comment on the video. It's Proffitt. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Bow.